Welcome to the Trove Show. On this show, I'll be playing games from the Humble Trove. This is a selection of games that are available to anyone that has Humble Monthly. For this honorary first episode of the Humble Trove Show, I will be playing one of the games that is leaving the service. That might seem weird, but makes sense. The game I will be playing today is Keyboard Sports. Like I said before, it will be leaving the Trove along with a couple other games. Now, I chose this as the first game to play because it's not actually a game. As you can see here, all I have to do is click on the game and download it from the Trove page. When you open up the folder that the game comes in, you get a readme txt file. If you open that up, it says this. The interesting part, I'm highlighting. This is just the preview version of the game because the full game is coming out. If you go to the Steam page, it doesn't have a specific release date, but since the game is leaving the Trove, that means it will probably come out soon. Alright, let's get to the game. So as you can see, the game is published by Humble Bundle, and you are immediately thrown into the game. I'm just pressing randomly all the keys on my keyboard to move around. There's this weird guy who seems to be your mentor in some weird way. They make you set up your keyboard, but it doesn't really reflect in the game, at least not that I could tell. The game consists of you pressing the right button when told to and moving your character across the screen with the keyboard. The game puts you through various different scenarios where you have to dodge cars in traffic. You also have to clear out things in a room and clear a plane as it crashes. These modes are not where the game is the strongest. Just randomly tapping on your keyboard to do things isn't really that fun. Where the game does show a little promise, though, is when the plane crashes and you get to ski. It's not just a simple press one button to go left, press one button to go right, because your character will move faster if you press a farther button. At least that's what it seems to be. It might not be true, but it seems like that's true. A fair question to ask someone after they've played a video game is if they had fun, because video games are of course supposed to be entertainment. And if you were to ask me that question about this demo or game, it would be kind of. You see, the demo lasted 16 minutes, and in it is mostly not very fun. But the entire game does look to have other modes, other play things to do in the game, and I hope that those are fun, because the small sections like the skiing and dodging things in the sky, or the actual skiing, was, it was like okay fun, but it wasn't super like, oh my god, this is amazing. The reason why I say, oh my god, it's not amazing, is because when I first saw the visuals for this game, it's a super flat shaded game, and it has some weird music, and I was totally into like the weird vibe that it was going for, and I don't think that the game really achieves what it was setting out to do. Yes, it makes you think about your keyboard in a different way, but other than the weird way of playing with your keyboard, it doesn't inspire the same fun that you might get just from like a regular game. So while I appreciate the game trying to do something different here, it doesn't ultimately end up being super fun. I'm not saying I'm not hopeful for the full game, because I am hopeful, but it's not a day one purchase like I thought it might have been. So that was the first episode of the Humble Trove. Isn't that pretty crazy? Hopefully we'll do this semi-regularly, but it seems pretty fun since it's a limited amount of games, and they all seem to be of some kind of quality since they go through some quality control to get into the Humble Trove in the first place. I guess this video's over. Maybe. I don't know what else to say.